Best-selling author Harlan Coben has sold more than 70 million books worldwide. He's famous for his domestic thrillers. Coben's last 10 consecutive novels all debuted at #1 on the New York Times bestseller list. Thank you very much. His 30th and newest novel is called Don't Let Go. It's the story of a New Jersey detective who's haunted by the past. He's looking for answers about the mysterious death of his twin brother and the disappearance of the love of his life. Happened about the same time. Harlan Coben joins us back at the table. Good to see you again.
Great to see all of you.
Great
How you
to
guys
see
doing?
you.
Nice to see
Gayle,
you.
you know that you're a best-selling author when your name is so much bigger than the title of the book.
That's a very good observation.
That's it.
It's like, Harlan Coben, don't let go. That's such a good observation.
Could be in publishing, Charlie.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, he's very astute, that Charlie Rose. But I just want to start with the first line of this book.
Okay.
You'll like this too, Charlie. Listen to this. Norah, listen to 2 ears. Daisy wore a clingy black dress with a neckline so deep it could tutor philosophy. And I'm thinking, where is he going with that?
Yeah, I just want to have fun
Tutor
with the first
philosophy
line.
with a plunging neckline,
Yeah,
huh?
I just thought I'd have fun with the first line because we're about to get dark. So I just thought I'd have a little fun with
and
the
it
first
takes a
line.
turn very quickly.
Yes, it does.
But I love the idea of this book came actually from your childhood.
Yeah, I grew up in New Jersey, in a suburb of New Jersey, and there was a rumor when I was a kid that behind Riker Hill Elementary School, behind these barbed wire fences, there was a secret military base that had missiles, Nike missiles with nuclear capabilities. And of course, as a kid, you think it's nonsense. And when I grew up, I found that it was true.
Yeah.
We actually had these bases. There was 14 of them around New Jersey that were protecting Philadelphia and New York from the 50s to about 73, 74.
So did you go back?
Yeah, you can go back now, actually. It's an art park, but the rusted remains are still there. It's kind of weird. It's all broken down, but you can still see old radar towers and things like that. They built over where they had the missiles. It's now called Nike Drive, and it's a housing development.
So if you're a novelist, what does that do for you to discover that?
It's, especially when I was a kid, it stirs your imagination. I mean, all of it is wandering in the woods as a kid, I think, is a lot of what being a writer is about. And so I imagine these kids going in the woods, trying to explore it. Kids used to go out there drinking when I was in high school near the base. People tell stories about being chased away. All that stuff. If it doesn't stir your imagination, you're not a writer.
Yeah, there's a makeout corner back there.
Of course.
So the lead guy is Detective Napoleon Dumas. They call him Naps.
Nap.
But he's different. You said darker than most people that you write about.
Yeah, I wanted somebody. He lost his twin brother, and this book is the first time I've done this, where it's first-person present tense, where he's telling the story to his dead brother.
He's talking to his dead brother.
Yeah, and he's trying to find out what really happened to him out in the woods when they were in high school. He's trying to find the truth. So I'm trying to both break your heart and stir it a little bit.
Oh, you do that.
Oh, thank you.
This is your 30th novel.
Yeah.
You're so incredibly prolific.
Yeah.
What's your technique?
It's just, it's my job. A plumber can't say, oh, today I can't do pipes, I'm too important. I treat it like a job.
Yeah.
I get down and I try to write, and if I don't write, I hate myself. There's a lot of self-loathing involved in the creative process. So if I don't write, I beat myself up until I get back to work.
And you and Dan Brown are friends, which I thought was interesting. So two novelists together, and this is what he says about you. Harlan Coben is a modern master of the hook and twist, luring you in on the first page only to shock you on the last, and that's certainly true with this. But I'm wondering, when two writers get together, are you very secretive about what you're working on? Like, what are you doing? Nothing. What are you doing? Or do you share? Dan and I talk about everything but writing. I mean, writers never, I'm friends with a lot of writers. We never really talk about our process or what we're working on. Politics, religion, everything else. But normally we don't talk about what we're working on. I think it's bad karma to talk about your book. Because I'm dying to tell you the story. The only way I'm going to get that satisfaction is to actually write it. When people talk about their book, it's usually a bad sign.
And blank page doesn't scare you.
Oh, it terrifies me.
What
I have to
did you
face
say,
every day.
Charlie?
The blank page doesn't scare you.
It terrifies me, but that's what you have to kind of face each day, and you have to fight it each day. But yeah, the idea is that you can't just find an excuse not to face it. You can't say, oh, I don't like the blank page today. I'm going to watch TV, or I'm going to go to the mall.
And you got a TV show on Netflix that they call Dangerously Bingeable about all of your books, It's called The Five. It's a story of 5 kids that are also in the woods, and one disappears, and 20 years later, he's 5 years old, he comes back, and it's been one of those shows that's sort of catching on Netflix. We love it. We filmed it in Britain. It's been a lot of fun. And if you look closely, you'll see Harlan Coben on the screen.
Episode 9.
Yeah, there you go. I like it, Harlan.
Harlan Coben, always great to have you here.
Thank you, guys. Great to see you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Don't Let Go is available now.